Let's stay with the story, at least what's at the heart of it, but take you to Cape Town now, where suspended National Deputy Police Commissioner Shadrack is set to, for a second day, appear before Parliament's Ad Hoc Committee that's looking into issues of national security. He spent some time yesterday explaining the nature of his relationship, or the lack thereof, with Mogotsi and Vusimuzi Matlala. Watching that story for us is Abra Barbier, who joins us now live from Cape Town. And Abra, I wonder if the picture is starting to crystallize about what might have happened, or if we're starting to see contradictions emerging, given what we've heard from Kwanazi, Fani Masemola, and now Shadrack Sibiya.
Ayanda, nothing is clearer at this point. I was sitting in that committee yesterday, scratching my head, trying to figure out, oh my gosh, because everybody sounds so credible, and they have proof or evidence in black and white in front of them outlining their version of events. And I mean, like I say, they just all sound so credible. However, a few cracks did appear in the suspended National Commissioner's testimony yesterday, and I'm sure that MPs are going to jump onto that today. They're going to be focusing, they're going to be honing in on exactly what he said. For instance, he said that he didn't have a relationship with those two gentlemen that you mentioned, but he did have meetings with them. He went for breakfast with the one. In fact, he said that when he had a meeting with Mogotsi, even though Mr. Mogotsi invited him to the meeting, the breakfast meeting, Mr. Mogotsi left without paying the bill. And then the Deputy National Commissioner said, he called him back and he said, no, come sort out your bill here, please. He also had a meeting with Mr. Matlala in his offices. Mr. Matlala was a service provider for the SABC, and he had an issue with some tender, with some contract. And then he asked the Deputy National Commissioner, who was acting as National Commissioner at the time, for a meeting to discuss this. So yes, MPs are going to be looking for cracks in the story. But as I say, me personally, I'm still trying to join the dots. I'm trying to figure out the timelines and trying to see where timelines overmatch and where timelines correspond. But we have today with the Deputy National Commissioner, and hopefully by the end of the day, we will have a better picture of exactly what happened. Ayanda?
Absolutely. I mean, part of what's also been at the heart of the allegations, at least if Kwanazi's testimony is anything to go by, is this political killings task team and the decision to have it disbanded. We were told that this was done at the instruction of Sibiya. That question must have been posed to him. How did he respond?
Yesterday, based on his testimony, he implemented a directive given to him by the National Commissioner. So yes, he was part of it. Yes, he signed off on certain things. Yes, he played a role in the winding down of the processes, or the winding down of the task team, so that it wasn't an immediate disbandment. But he says he was not acting on his own, that he was only implementing what he was instructed to do. So that's something that, of course, will also be interrogated today, as well as that 121 dockets, which the KZN Commissioner said is in Sibiya's office gathering dust. Sibiya, on the other hand, says the Provincial Commissioner was lying, and he caused a massive storm for Sibiya by making those allegations, by making those claims. Ayanda?
We have also, I suppose, throughout the past couple of days, Abra, learned a bit more about the relationship that Fani Masemola may have with Shadrack Sibiya. And, you know, there's real concerns about whether or not, for example, there are factions in the upper echelons of the SABC. Was there any time taken to address that in Shadrack Sibiya's testimony?
Ayanda, even if I wasn't a journalist, I would be sitting in that committee just trying to piece together everything, because it is absolutely fascinating. It's like watching a drama unfold, a criminal drama unfold before you, and you have to wait till the very end, you know, the climax, to find out who did it. In this instance, with the case of the factionalism, Again, he contradicted himself in his written statement. He said that there is no factionalism within the SAPS. There are some issues that need to be addressed, but he said on the issue of factionalism, no, there is not. But then yesterday, during the questioning, he said that, I think he was referring to Masimola when he said Masimola has his favorites. And then in response to that, Norman Arendse immediately said, but hang on, doesn't that refer to factionalism, which you initially denied in your written statement? Again, all of that will be unpacked. And in terms of the relationship between the two gentlemen, Sibiya always, throughout his testimony, he said he had professional working relationships. He thought his relationships with this gentleman was good. He was shocked when he saw how things were unfolding. But he says that he always had a good relationship with Masimola as well as Mkwanazi. But more of that will be, the MPs will want to know more about that later on in the day. Ayanda?
And we'll certainly keep our eyes peeled for when the committee finally gets back in session. Abra Barbier, for now, thanks very much indeed. Abra reporting live to us there from Cape Town. My understanding is that MPs are likely to continue their work from around 10 o'clock. And as soon as the chairperson in Soviet Mekanyane takes to his chair, we'll certainly try to bring those visuals to you here on the SABC.